Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This is my top 10 stocks as we head into Wednesday, July 14th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown, so for somebody that uses charts within your decision-making process as a trader, or who knows, maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts, how they can be used as a tool for traders to make well-informed decisions, then this will be a video for you. And real quickly on that note, if you do enjoy what you're seeing as I go through the video and you do want to learn more, you want to do a deeper dive into technical analysis, how they can be used as a tool to formulate, build consistent strategies, then I am offering a free live class this Thursday. So just, at any point, if you're interested, you can, if you're watching this on YouTube, in the description box, click on the link, or if you're just watching at claytrader.com, there's lots of other areas you can click around. But yeah, just keep that in the back of your mind that if you want to learn more about this tool and you can see the value in it, then I want you to get signed up and personally invite you to this live class. First one here, ticker symbol XELA. And first off, a huge congrats to any of you that watched the video from yesterday where I talked about this one, drew the trend line, because you can see it opened up barely below that trend line, got the break of that resistance, and the rest is history. Just an absolutely monster move. So congratulations to any of you that took that breakout trade. Very, very good stuff here. But now a whole lot of updates need to be made as this one has continued to grind higher and higher. So the first level that stands out is a potential pullback area, where you can see a couple of times now the price has come down here to right around $4.10. Bounced off it right there, bounced off it right there. So that'll be an initial area in the near term of a potential support. For more of a bigger picture support, keep an eye on that purple line right there, which on my chart denotes the very famous, very well-known 50-period moving average. So 410 and then that 50-period moving average currently valued at 360 will be the main areas of support now moving forward. In terms of levels of resistance, first key level going to be right up here at the $4. Oops, let's try that again. We'll be right up here at $4.80. And then, actually, I lied, $4.75. And then after $4.75, nothing fancy or complicated there. Just a question of, well, where did the party and momentum finally stop today? And that was right up there at $5.40. So keep an eye on those couple of next levels as potential roadblocks. But all in all, from a trend building perspective, the trend certainly continues. And as long as the price keeps on putting in those higher bases, that is by far what matters most from the trend building perspective. Next one here, ticker symbol AMC. And I should note that tomorrow, Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, I will be putting out a video on AMC and going into a much deeper dive on things. But for now, I just want to get today's action all mapped out here. And once again, another rough day. Going to go ahead and delete that line out as it's kind of served its purpose for now. And the first update that needs to be done comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So going forward now, right there, $43 is going to be that newest area of resistance. So if there is any sort of attempted bounce back upwards, that'll be that first big question mark that is out there. Not necessarily can the price get back up to that level, but more importantly, can the price actually break above it and stay above it? So you want to keep a close eye on that. And then yes, overarching, still have that big trend line up there, but not very relevant right now given the price is all the way down there. And then as far as supports, well, right here, classic example, fantastic example on the power of charts. Put that green line in there already several days ago, and you can see the price came down there and bounced very nicely off it. So far, so good. That level that you want to see hold strong has been holding strong, so you're going to want to keep a close eye on that. But if that level does not quite hold up, then definitely a very, very important level, and this is going to be the level that I talk about in detail in Wednesday's video, is right down there at the $35 mark. So I'll just leave it at there, $35, definitely a very important level. And if I can plug tomorrow's video that comes out on Wednesday, I'll just say keep an eye out for that. And then, like I said, I'll go into a much more detail on that area. But yeah, as of right now, the drift downwards continues. Next one here, ticker symbol AHPI. Very, very impressive movement today. Huge volume, and then we have ourselves a nice little pattern here. So we'll see what happens with it. I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. Made a gigantic move, obviously upwards, but then just started to chop around. But the good news is that this choppiness is occurring well above where it was. And that means a little bit more to those who have traded for a while. But if you have, I'm sure you've seen stocks that explode upwards and then just go right back to where they were. But that hasn't happened. Now, I'm not saying that it can't return back to where it was. But as of now, like I said, just kind of chopping around, going sideways here, which brings about the first interesting area of support, where as of right now, it seems as though the buyers have stepped in several times right there at that $8 mark. Again, you go, let's see, once, twice, three times, price got right out in that area, and it did hold strong. If $8 does not quite hold up, then the next key level of support after that would then be down there right around, let's see, what is that? $6.90. As far as areas of resistance are concerned, pretty straightforward right now. I'm going to go ahead and split the difference and call it right up there around $10.50. But like I said, I realize the price did get up that high, but the price also didn't quite get up that high a couple of times. So like I said, just kind of split the difference there, find a middle ground and call it $10.50. But all in all, the big kind of check boxes have already been, checked off. Big volume has come in. Price has shown that it can move. It's now consolidating nicely, but now just headed into Wednesday. Just a big question of, is this a healthy consolidation or the price is going to get continuation up through 1050? Let's see what happens. Next one here, ticker symbol NOK. And I did this analysis, and this was in one of the top 10s from several days ago. And I made the comment about how you had to think that if the price could get up above that trend line there, there very well could have been some short stop losses setting up around there. And today, there was a bunch of shorts in pain because not only did it get up above that level, it just gapped all the way up there. And then from there had a nice surge up. Now, can I sit here and prove that every single one of those buys that pushed it up was short covering? No, I can't prove that. But is that at least a valid, is that at least a rational, thought to throw out there? Yeah, absolutely. So in other words, I think there's a lot of shorts in trouble right now. But overall, that trend line has been broken. So I'll zoom back in here so we can focus on some of the nearer term levels. But as far as supports are now concerned, the level that's going to make this chart look the absolute strongest now moving forward is if the price can stay above 575. Now, if the price falls below that area, does that mean the entire chart's destroyed? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that at all. But yeah, if the price can manage to stay above 575, that would definitely be a great sign of power and a good, healthy consolidation. And then as far as areas of resistance are concerned, nothing fancy at all. Just a question of, okay, well, where did the price find some resistance today and problems? And that was right up there at that round number of $6. So $6 is going to be that main breakout point moving forward. But all in all, very, very impressive day. Next one here, ticker symbol SPCE, and been doing this one on a very routine basis. And after today's price movement, once again, updates need to be made. Going to go ahead and get rid of that line up there as it served its purpose for now, because we now have a newest area of resistance. And as already mentioned earlier in a previous chart, when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So now the near-term level of resistance is going to be right there at $39.35. So if this thing does consolidate out and then tries to bounce back upwards like AMC, it's not a question of, can the price get it back up there? But most importantly, if it does, will the bounce have enough power to break above and stay above that level? So you're going to want to keep a close eye on that. And then in terms of areas of support, well, so far so good. This 37.25 mark, which I've talked about in previous videos, has held strong today. In fact, a couple times, both there and then right there, price has gotten around that area and has held strong. So maybe, just maybe, there's some sort of double bottom pattern that's forming here, and maybe there can be some sort of decent sized bounce upwards. No guarantees, but from a technical pattern perspective, that's at least a rational thought to throw out there. So keep an eye on a potential double bottom. If that double bottom does not form, though, the next key area of support after that, so if the price breaks down through that area, would then be down there right around, let's see, what is that? $35.75. But yeah, as of now, the downtrend continues. But like I said, interesting to see if this is going to be a double bottom or not. Next one here, ticker symbol WORX. And I had no plans on doing this one at all. It seemed like it was game over. To have the price having gone all the way up there and then to drop and drop and drop and drop, I figured, all right, looking like, kind of the excitement is gone. The buying is gone. But then all of a sudden, the last 30 minutes showed up, and you had a nice little green candle here for him. So does that mean anything? No, absolutely not. That doesn't guarantee anything, but is it at least a valid, rational thought to now think, all right, you know what, maybe there's another breath here. Maybe there's something more to it to be, again, this is why risk management matters, because maybe there's nothing. Maybe this is just a little blip on the radar and this thing just continues to bleed. That's always a possibility too. But my point here is that it's at least shown some life, and it's also shown the ability to move big. So maybe this is some sort of leading indicator that, okay, maybe some sort of worthwhile move is coming. But in my mind, a very, very important level to watch now is going to be 285 for the very simple reasoning of, all right, if this move is something and the start of something stronger, but then all of a sudden the price just breaks down to even new lows, okay, well, that's kind of common sense. That would be a total contradiction that this is the start of something stronger if all of a sudden the price is going to new lows. So in my mind, 285, very important for that reasoning right there. If this is the start of something bigger and the price tries to work its way back upwards, first key area of resistance you're going to want to watch very closely, right up there at $3.70. And then after 370, next key level up there right at $4.20. But like I said, had no plans on doing this one, looking like the party was over. Then that last 30 minutes showed up, green candle. So yeah, maybe this is the start of something bigger. Maybe it's not, but it's at least worth keeping an eye on. Next one here, we are venturing down in the world of penny stocks, ticker symbol NSAV. Very, very impressive movement, not necessarily just today, but over the past couple of days. So a good, strong start to the week with the volume, and then the price has, gone and behaved very nicely. Now, there is a little bit of perspective that goes into this. If you're a day trader, flipper, scalper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought there, and your plan was to buy and sell within, 7 minutes, well, from that angle, yeah, things are not looking so good. However, if you do care about the bigger picture of things, or you're somebody that likes to play trends, but you understand you don't want to chase the price, well, there is no chasing now. People that chased and bought up there, yeah, they're in pain, but the price has started to pull back. So if you still believe in the overall trend, then yeah, you definitely have already a nice trend established. It's pulled back, so you don't have to worry about chasing. And the key level here that stands out in terms of interesting areas, going to be down there at 0.022. So whether or not the price goes back down there remains to be seen. But as far as the health of the overall trend is concerned, just continue to watch that purple line there, the 50-period moving average. So as the name implies, that line is going to move itself higher and higher, which is basically a trend line that draws itself for you. So in other words, as long as the price stays above that overarching trend line, then the overall trend is still in the bull's favor. If the price does try to turn itself around and work its way back upwards in terms of areas of resistance, first key level going to be right up there at 0.03. And then after 0.03, right up there at 0.033, which was just simply the highs from today. But overall, a nice little uptrend here in the world of penny stocks, and we'll see if it can continue to build upon itself. Next one here, ticker symbol RCAT, and I really like this one just because it's so well defined. I mean, by no means am I trying to come across and make it seem like these are great discoveries on my part. The exact opposite. I mean, some truly well-defined areas. So the first well-defined area from support, right down there at, we'll call it the $4 mark. You can see several times today, a couple of times there, price got around 4, held strong. Once again, $4 held strong. Once again, generally speaking, held strong. So very clearly, $4 is a key level of support, and that's going to be one of those areas that a lot of people are going to be watching. And in my mind, as long as the price is above $4, then this current consolidation is creating a healthy looking pattern. Now, if the price gets down below 4, does that mean the entire chart's destroyed? I'm not saying that, but does it mean that the healthy patterns are now starting to look pretty shaky? Yeah, it absolutely does. But as of now, the price has done a great job of staying above 4, so continue to watch that. And then as far as areas of resistance are concerned, again, very straightforward level right there at $5.25. So, I mean, a bunch of people are going to have noticed that, yeah, there's twice where the price got up around that area. So that'll be the key breakout point. No guarantees, but if the price can work its way up there, get a good high volume break of that level, then like I said, I don't think it would shock anybody to see the price get up to $6, if not even higher. But again, that's not a guarantee, and a crucial part of that is it's got to be a high volume breakout of that area. But if that can happen, then again, don't throw your kids' college tuition because you think it's going to go to 6. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a plausible thought process to have that, okay, yeah, good. It's finally cleared this stubborn area. So let's see if it can now make a push up to 6. So that'll be the main dynamics here heading forward. But yeah, overall, I like the pattern. Very clean, very straightforward. Next one here, ticker symbol BLIN. And I'm more so doing this one just because I know it was a formerly very popular ticker, and in some ways it still kind of is. But I mean, let's just shoot straight. Not a very impressive day at all. There's still a little bit of hope, but also it's one of these situations where things are looking very, very shaky. I mean, started off strong, came back down here, try to consolidate out, and then even the last 30 minutes, from a bullish perspective, that's not a good looking candle. And the level that I would definitely consider kind of the do or die level, if you will, is right here at $6.50. And the reason why that level is so important, and I'm not saying it'll happen, but for example's sake and explanation's sake, if the price were to come down to $6.50, break down through that level and keep on going, what would the price be doing at that point? That would quite literally be putting the price, right back to where it was. Or said another way, that would imply that the price exploded upwards to then go right back to where it was. Not exactly a sign of true power, true bullishness. Again, not saying that that's what's going to happen, but that is why in my mind that 650 mark is that line in the sand where it's literally, is the price still making some progress, or is the price literally gone right back to where it was? And, again, price movements that go back to where they were, not so good. Now, as far as areas of resistance, first key level to watch if the price does try to return back upwards, right there at 685, and then, 785, and then after 785, next key level up there right around 850. But yeah, as of now, things are looking pretty shaky. Next one here, ticker symbol ATOS. This has been on top 10s before, and good to see that it's coming back to life here. And quite frankly, has a good solid little pattern here, and we'll just have to see if this pattern can get any sort of continuation. So the first part of this pattern is more so the resistance area. And what I'm actually going to use for the resistance is that pink line right there, which on my chart denotes that 200-period moving average, a very, very famous level in the world of charts. So 650, in my mind, is going to be that key breakout point from the pattern. And then just from a support standpoint, in fact, I'll change that to green because that is more of a bullish dynamic, but that maps out the lower part of the pattern. And then if you want, for you golfers out there, this is what would be known as the pull portion. And like I said, for you golfers, I'll put the golf hole down there. So this would be known as a bull pennant. Maybe not the most conventional, but like I said, to me, I think it makes sense to use that 200-period moving average, again, valued at 650 as that main area of resistance. Now, if you want to draw a different sort of trend line, I mean, I wouldn't argue against that. But this is just the way I'm looking at it. So yeah, ATOS definitely came to life today, not only from the price action perspective, but this is all occurring with good solid volume. It's formed a nice little pattern, the bull pennant. Now the big question mark just going forward is, okay, bull pennant formed. Can this get some continuation? Can this get some more momentum? We'll see what happens with it on Wednesday. And that wraps up the top 10. Again, I know I started the video. I want to end by personally inviting you to this live free class that I'm offering. So if you liked what you heard and you're thinking that you want to maybe just simply get better with technical analysis, or you want to learn more about it and how to use it as a tool to make good decisions as a trader, to build consistency, then like I said, I want you to get signed up for the class. It is this Thursday, July 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So just keep in mind the Eastern time. Get signed up for it. And, I'll cover this and a whole lot more. And like I said, completely free. So I hope to see you there. And then as far as this video is concerned, these top 10 videos, if you want me to keep making more like this, do two things for me. Very easy. Hit the like button, leave a basic comment, even if it's just a thumbs up emoji. But those two things go a long way in communicating to me that you do enjoy these videos. And as long as I know that people are finding interest in them and they're helpful, then I'll continue to make them. So like I said, do those two things, and that really helps me out. And like I said, I hope to see you this Thursday. So get signed up for that free live class if you're interested. And let's talk some charts. Everybody have a good one.